So just came off anchor. Had a pretty pleasant night's sleep, but we were dead tired, so probably anything would have felt more pleasant than at sea. And now we're going to try and get into the marina. The Memorial Causeway Bridge in Clearwater, Florida.
About to come about.
Clearwater Outdoor Amphitheater right here at the Clearwater City Marina. Just came down this back channel by these residential islands and turned at Honeymoon Island. I'm over towards Clearwater Beach Island. We've reached East Shore Marina and Resort. And we're over there. One of the old lasting mom and pop establishments left on Clearwater, Florida. All tied up. Now to Clearwater East Shore Marina and Resort. I just realized I haven't slept ashore since November, about 6 months, so Thanksgiving. So time to get a real shower and real sleep on a bit bigger bed than a berth. Full time. On you. Oh, yes, I'm Shore Marina has provided a wonderful place to come rest, to get my HRV back in balance and really relax. But now it's time to cast lines and get this thing off and out to anchorage somewhere here in Clearwater. Trying to figure out how to hopscotch these dock lines back together and then to the boat so I can get off. Definitely makes me keep saying I need a girlfriend just for docking. Off out of the slip. Now I'm gonna slip around through this anchorage here that's virtually in the channel and find a anchorage for tonight. A few stingrays swimming in the water. First I've seen them. It's a little bit windy, but the hull needs cleaning, and I'm gonna hop in and see if I can get some of that done. Shouldn't be too much current. I pushed and got all the way around the boat. Did not get underneath. My BCD dump valve up here started leaking, and I also found that the prop was very covered with barnacles, so that probably affected travel coming across the Gulf. And there's also a lot of growth on the zincs, which makes me wonder if they're failed. But at least I got to look at it. High tide, couple hours till sunset. I need to move anchorages over to the causeway. So this has been peaceful, except for a few of the tourists that have got too close. On the move. Narrow path. Sharks show this as unacceptably shallow, but there's over 10 feet of water over here. And a nice little view of Clearwater. I'm on anchor, and there's a major country music concert just right across the way over there. It's pretty neat. It's supposed to be in St. Pete's, but they got bumped because of a turtle nesting season. Well, I've made it over to Clearwater Beach. If I can get out there, get wet. Out on the pier. Out on the beach. Second floor Publix on the island. I've dinghied over to the Clearwater day dock to tie up, and now time to go shopping in downtown Clearwater. Being from Tennessee, I've never used a bus network before, so this will be my first find out the logistics. Here you go. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Don's Marine Salvage and Supply, supposedly the largest used parts provider in the St. Petersburg area. Keep the gate closed no matter what goats say. Hi. And they do have supplies here. Wow. I'm 1.5 miles from my next destination. The bus is not supposed to arrive at that stop for 18 more minutes, according to the app. And 18 minutes I can be most of the way there, and the bus was only going to take me halfway anyway. Taking a little shortcut through the St. Peter's Archdiocese Cemetery. If you're in the southeast United States, Mastery Engine Center is the distributor for all Yanmar parts. See if I can go to the counter and get the filters I need. So there's my oil filters, spare parts, belts. Now to head to next. 3504 showed up. Hi.
34, larger comments while marching.
Got it. Walmart, changing from bus 34 to bus 19. West Marine and Aldi, last two stops. So I think I got everything I could get, plus a few extra things. And now back on the bus. Last bus for the day, headed back to the Marina. Alright, back to where I started. That's public transit. So the city ambassador told me that this is actually the building that Tom Cruise owns the top section of, opposed to the whole other building. Anyway, definitely have a nice view. Especially down here at this park. Back at the dinghy. Back at the dinghy, walked about 4.25, about 7 kilometers in between stores. Rode the public PTAS bus system for dozens of miles around the Clearwater, Largo, north of St. Petersburg area. So now to get back to the boat. Oh, and the bus system was a fairly enjoyable experience. There was only one time that the bus missed. The app was a little bit off on bus location, but overall it worked effective enough. I got what I needed to get done and back here.